A blessed day, learners. Be ready and prepare yourselves as we embark on a journey of learning and enjoyment in this video. This time, we will be studying 10 items from professional education through the Let Review or Set 5e. Stay safe, and may God bless you always. Welcome to the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.
Commit your way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Psalm 37 verse 5. Rights that cannot be renounced or transferred because they are necessary for the fulfillment of man's primordial obligations are called a. Acquired rights. b. Alienable rights. C. Inalienable rights. D. Perfect rights. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct answer is C. Inalienable rights. Explanation. Inalienable rights are those rights that cannot be renounced, transferred, or taken away because they are fundamental to the human condition and essential for the fulfillment of basic human obligations and needs. These rights are inherent to every individual and are often seen as natural rights that are not dependent on laws or customs of any particular culture or government. Examples of inalienable rights include the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Which is in line with equitable access to education but runs counter to quality? A. Deregulated tuition fee hike. B. Open admission. C. Program accreditation. D. Selective retention of students. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The option that is in line with equitable access to education but runs counter to quality is B. Open admission. Explanation. Open admission policies aim to provide equitable access to education by allowing any student, regardless of their academic preparation or background, to enroll in a program. This approach supports the idea that everyone should have the opportunity to pursue higher education. However, open admission can run counter to quality because it may lead to admitting students who are not adequately prepared for college-level work. This can result in lower overall academic standards, increased strain on resources, and potentially higher dropout rates, all of which can negatively impact the quality of education provided. A negative discrimination index means that A. Less from the lower group got the test item correctly. B. More from the lower group answered the test items correctly. C. More from the upper group answered the test item correctly. D. The items could not discriminate between the lower and upper group. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A negative discrimination index in the context of test item analysis indicates that the test item is problematic because it suggests that more students from the lower performing group answered the item correctly compared to those from the higher performing group. The correct answer is B. More from the lower group answered the test items correctly. Explanation. The discrimination index is a measure used to determine how well a test item differentiates between high-performing and low-performing students. A positive discrimination index means that the item is good at distinguishing between the two groups, with more high-performing students answering it correctly. Conversely, a negative discrimination index means that the item is poor at discrimination, as it suggests that the lower performing students are more likely to answer the item correctly than the higher performing students. This indicates a flaw in the test item, as it does not accurately reflect the abilities of the test takers. Your teacher is of the opinion that the world and everything in it are ever changing, and so teaches you the skill to cope with the changes. What is his governing philosophy? A. Existentialism. B. Experimentation. C. Idealism. D. Realism. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The philosophy that aligns with the belief that the world and everything in it are ever changing, and thus emphasizes the importance of learning skills to cope with these changes, is D. Realism. Explanation. Realism is a philosophical approach that focuses on understanding and dealing with the world as it is, acknowledging its dynamic and ever-changing nature. Realists believe in preparing individuals to face real-life situations and challenges by teaching them practical skills and knowledge. This approach is grounded in the belief that change is a constant in life, and therefore, one must be adaptable and equipped to manage these changes effectively. For brainstorming to be effective, which one should be out? A. Making use of the other ideas shared. B. Non-threatening atmosphere. C. Openness to idea. D. Teacher's judgmental attitude. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For brainstorming to be effective, it is essential to foster an environment where participants feel free to share ideas without fear of judgment or criticism. A teacher's judgmental attitude can hinder this process by making participants hesitant to contribute their ideas. The correct answer is D. Teacher's judgmental attitude. Explanation. Effective brainstorming requires a non-threatening atmosphere. B. Openness to ideas. C. And making use of the ideas shared. A. A judgmental attitude from the teacher or leader can stifle creativity and discourage participants from sharing their thoughts, thereby undermining the effectiveness of the brainstorming session. Which statement on spaced and massed learning is correct? A. Both massed learning and spaced learning are not effective. B. Massed learning is as effective as spaced learning. C. Massed learning is better than spaced learning. D. Spaced learning is better than massed learning. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The correct statement is D. Spaced learning is better than massed learning. Explanation. Research in cognitive psychology and education consistently shows that spaced learning, also known as distributed practice, is more effective than massed learning, often referred to as cramming. Spaced learning involves spreading out study sessions over time, allowing for better long-term retention and understanding of the material. Massed learning, on the other hand, involves studying a large amount of material in a short period, which may lead to quicker initial learning but poorer retention over time. Which of the following measures should a teacher take if she would like to file a case of sexual harassment against a principal without damaging the relationship between the teacher and her superiors? A. Call a parent-teacher meeting and denounce the superior. B. Encourage the other teachers and students to hold a demonstration to oust the superior. C. Present the case before a competent authority and prepare to prove the charge. D. Write an anonymous letter to a higher school official to denounce the superior. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The most appropriate measure for a teacher who wishes to file a case of sexual harassment against a principal, while attempting to handle the situation professionally and without unnecessary public conflict, is C. Present the case before a competent authority and prepare to prove the charge. Explanation. Option C is the best course of action because it follows a formal and legal procedure for addressing the issue. Presenting the case to a competent authority, such as the school board or an external human resources department, ensures that the complaint is handled by those with the authority and experience to deal with such serious allegations. Preparing to prove the charge means gathering any necessary evidence and witnesses, which will strengthen the case and help ensure that it is taken seriously. This approach is professional and discreet, minimizing unnecessary conflict and maintaining the integrity of the process. Pick out the situation that illustrates the duty of a new teacher to the state. A. Apply for teaching job where eligibility is not required to gain teaching experience before taking the teacher's board examination. B. Prepare for the wedding she and her boyfriend have long planned to able to raise a family with children which they plan to rear as good citizen of our country. C. Take a long vacation which she firmly believes she deserves after 4 years of diligent study before taking the examination for teachers. D. Take the licensure examination for teacher and an oath to do her best to help carry out the policies of the state. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The situation that illustrates the duty of a new teacher to the state is D. Take the licensure examination for teacher and an oath to do her best to help carry out the policies of the state. Explanation. Taking the licensure examination and pledging to uphold the policies of the state demonstrates a commitment to fulfilling the responsibilities of a teacher as outlined by the state. It signifies readiness to adhere to professional standards, contribute to the education system, and serve the interests of the state and its citizens through education. Parents are up in arms on the telephone bills that pay for sex calls. What is the solution to this problem? A. Parents allow this to make their children modern. B. Parents, school, and students should discuss this openly. C. The government restriction have no teeth. D. The telephone company is to blame for this. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The solution to the problem described in the statement, where parents are upset about paying for sex calls on telephone bills, requires addressing several aspects. The most appropriate solution would involve open communication and collaboration among parents, schools, and students to address the issue effectively. The correct answer is B. Parents, school, and students should discuss this openly. Explanation. Open discussion allows parents, schools, and students to understand the consequences and implications of such calls. It can help establish guidelines, educate about responsible phone usage, and provide support for individuals who may be struggling with inappropriate behavior or addiction. Blaming any single entity, such as parents allowing it or the telephone company, might oversimplify the issue and overlook the need for broader societal engagement and education. Cooperative is encouraged in as many groups as possible. What agency controls the different cooperatives? A. Cooperative Development Authority. B. Commission on Audit. C. Department of Local Government. D. Security and Exchange Commission. In the next 5 seconds, select the best response from the available options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The agency responsible for overseeing and regulating cooperatives in many countries, including the Philippines, where the Cooperative Development Authority, CDA. So, the correct answer is A. Cooperative Development Authority. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4 verse 13.
I hope you enjoyed and learned something new from our topic on professional education. Let reviewer. If you learned something from this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this video with your friends. If you have comments, questions, or suggestions, you can leave a message in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Hoping that we meet again in my next video, and God bless you always. It is the Teacher Lumaban YouTube channel.